It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So I'm driving to the gym. It's Monday. It's my only week off from Stanford, except for the week when I was in Reno. And I've got so many things to do in this 1 week that I have off. One of the things I have to do is get all these old episodes up. Although by the time you see this, I'll probably have uploaded the whole week's worth of episodes, because I do upload them in order. Yesterday, I had my show at KSCU, and that went okay. I felt kind of bad because the guy who's on after me, he couldn't make his show this week, but he didn't want to give it up. So he said, okay, I'll make a podcast, and then I'll send it to Joel, and he can download it onto the computer at the station and play the podcast and leave. Well, I was pretty cool with this. I wasn't sure what was going to happen when the podcast ended because the guy on after him wasn't going to be there for his show either, and I didn't know whether he'd found a substitute. But I can't be there for everything, and the guy that on after me is the training director, and so, he gets respect for that. So if he wants me to do that for him, I'll do that for him. What the hell, right? So he emails me a link to the file to download it, and I download the file, and it's only like 43 megs. I was like, oh, that's kind of small. So I go to unzip it, and it doesn't unzip. So I told him, hey, is there something wrong here? And he goes, oh, it must have interrupted in the upload. So here, I'll upload it again. So at 2:42, he sends me an email, and he says, okay, it's ready now. Well, I'm only there till 3. So I start downloading the file, and I have to leave at 3 o'clock, because, I've got other things to do. And it wasn't done downloading at 3 o'clock. So I let it continue downloading in case someone else comes in and, they can do something with it, or I don't know. There really wasn't a good reason except to let it finish downloading because it was almost done. But so I didn't play his episode for him because I couldn't wait any longer and it wasn't ready. You can't start playing it. It's not like you're streaming it. I had to download it, unzip it, put it in iTunes and play it, which doesn't take long, but I was out of time. It was one of those, oh, that's all the time I have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com because, it's on KSCU, so it wouldn't be the other way. And so I said, well, I guess I'm just going to put on the compilation, which sucked because he put, who knows how much time into making that show, and it was all set and ready to go. Now it's going to be a good little board op, put it on for him, and it just didn't work out. So, sorry, Daniel. I did what I could, and if I could have stayed 5 minutes later, I would have stayed 5 minutes later, but I had to get ready for dinner with someone, and I had to get ready for sex. And they were both with the same person, but not at the same time. And I was not going to be late for either one because I wanted a day with food and sex. And, oh, actually, no, I want to go this way. We're going to wait behind you. Yes, okay, so this is not illegal. It's just not safe. This guy here, he's on a bicycle, and he's in the left lane waiting to make a left turn when the light changes. That is the legal way to ride a bike. But nobody rides their bike legally anymore. They all ride in the sidewalk and the crosswalk. Well, I guess it would be nice if he used a signal. Alright, I'm going to break the law. He broke the law. He didn't signal, so I'm going to go across the double yellow line to pass him. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. So I wanted to have sex and dinner, and I could not have had sex and dinner if I waited at the station for 5 more minutes, because that's just not the way it works. So I guess we know where the priorities lie. I'm sorry. But it was a wonderful day. Wonderful day. That's all that matters. And now I'm driving to the gym. Last night I watched The Simpsons and all the other Fox cartoons, and they were fine. I don't remember anything about them. It was the mixed martial arts episode of The Simpsons, so I must remember something about them. And it has the potential to be funny, but it also had the potential to suck, and it was right in the middle. All the shows are just okay. Typically on a holiday weekend they just show a movie, and then I don't have to watch cartoons that night. It's wonderful. I was not so lucky. Let's see. I created a box for check out my cards. Actually, it's in the back seat. I can't show you. Where it is. Don't look at me because I'm filming an episode while I'm driving. You're walking your dog and you're not wearing a helmet. So I made a box for check out my cards. So the large flat rate box, you can basically fit about 2,200 cards in there, 4 550 count boxes, and then you've got a little space, and so you can use newspapers or styrofoam or something. It doesn't matter what you use because it's a flat rate box. It's going to cost the same. I use more baseball cards. You'll think, oh, what an idiot. Why are you putting a bunch of unprotected baseball cards in there? Well, you see, a lot of the cards I put on Check Out My Cards are 50-cent and 75-cent cards, and I put them on for $0.25. There's 2 reasons I do this. One, I don't have to pay a monthly fee if I listen for $0.25. And so basically, because it costs 15 cents to send a card in, I'm hoping to get a dime for it eventually. And eventually is good enough for me because there are people going on the site buying cards. Secondly, it gets them out of the house, but that's not really the second reason. The second reason is no one else is doing it, and so it's really easy for me to put these 50 and 75 cent cards on there, and I can get a quarter for them pretty easily because there's no competition. I'm the only one that has like 2,000 Bowman Chrome singles. I'm the only one that has all these other things. So I don't mind, you know. The money that it costs to have the cards listed at 15 cents each comes out of the money I get for selling cards on the site. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.